So I think if you can consider like your beats or your like drum tapes or mixtapes or anything like that, your sound packs, anything, if you consider that real estate online, and the more you do, the more it builds up. And the best way to get that out there, to like, what you really want to have is a personal brand. Why? Because you want to kind of brand all those items. Maybe I didn't really explain that too well, but like you want to have a brand on all those items. That way people know it's you. You know what I mean? And I mean, like, yeah, you can sell yourself as a person, but you don't have a logo. You should create a logo, a uniform color, a uniform everything, a tunnel that circles your brand, your vision. You want to have like an overall, statement of what your business does. That's why I think personal branding is so important. And anyone can start a personal brand. There's so many personal brands that have been started in the past 10 years, 5 years, whatever it is, because the internet boom, whatever, it's so mature right now. So, yes, personal branding is very, very important. Why? Because when you start to get noticed, if you do, then you'll, have your logo. You'll have people be like, okay, that's, so-and-so. I remember that thing right there. And if you go look at my logo, it's like a little T. I made it way back when I first started messing around with like photos. I just made that myself, and I stuck with it ever since. It's like a red square with a T, white and black, and it's got a little line in it. And, I just thought that was, cool when I came up with that. I stuck with it. I edited it in Photoshop, added some effects, you know what I mean? And I built a website around that color scheme, red, black, white, gray, whatever. And it kind of keeps like a theme to my business, almost like a theme. Like if you see those colors, you can almost like be like, okay, that's him. Like maybe if there's a T, you know what I mean? So like, and I'm trying to keep things associated with that in like different colors. So branding is very important. I'm trying to be, exotic. I'm not really worried about, being the biggest hit star in the world. But, I love to help other producers that are having trouble. Like, if you're confused about this, what you should do, if you're stuck right now, listen, if you're stuck, I was at this point, if you're stuck and you're like, okay, I'm making beats every day, I'm doing this every day, it's fun, and I'm learning new things, but what am I going to do with all this stuff on my computer? What do I do with all these beats? Like, what am I going to do? I'm just making them and they go in a folder. Like, it's boring, like, whatever. What do I do with that after? So what you can do is build a whole entire brand around your beats, like the theme, the style, the type of sounds you use. You could put it on a website, and you could, start marketing on Instagram, Facebook, SoundCloud, anything you want, and get your name out there. And I think it's really important to build a huge funnel and post content every single day. That way people get to know you, post your brand every day, get everything going, guys. That way people see you more and get to know who you are, I guess, as a that's what your branding can do. It can push out, like, and it's almost like an extension of you. It's your business, and it's very, very important. Same thing with tagging your beats or something like that. That way people know who you are, and so-and-so. So I think, yes, personal branding is very, very important. I think you should have a logo. I think you should have like a little maybe gimmick if you can. You don't have to. Like colors, uniform colors, content, new content, fresh content all the time, fresh and real content. Like, and another thing, back to our last podcast, documenting versus creating. Go check that out if you're having a struggle with content creation. It's just, a rant about how you should document your life instead of trying to create new things for people to be like, you know what I mean? So all in all, yes, please go create a brand for yourself. It is very easy. You can make logos so easily, come up with a business name so easily. And this applies to anything, makeup, whatever, anything entrepreneur, whatever. can't even. But anything like that. And it really makes you feel of a sense that you're starting something, or you're building something when you start that personal brand. When you start getting everything together, your website, your whatever, your everything aligns. YouTube, it all looks the same when someone clicks on you, your name. That's really, really, really personality identifying, like who you are. So yes, branding, very, very important. Content, very, very important. Perspective, important. It has to be, you have to have a good perspective on your content, which means you can't just post random things. Like, you want to post things in good context to what you're doing during your day, about what you're doing, whatever, And that's so easy because you can just document what you're doing if you love what you're doing. Like, you can literally just take a Snapchat. Like, I'm literally recording a podcast right now. So, I mean, and I'm about to do that for this picture, like, right now. So, and it's just so funny. Like, I think it's so easy documenting versus creating. I know I'm getting off the side, and none of this is in another podcast of ours. But, yes, build a personal brand, guys. So, I guess that's all I have to say. I just want to hammer it into your head because, I mean, I have a little personal brand. I mean, it's not making millions of dollars a year. I mean, not a big deal. But, I mean, it gives me the feeling that it could be sometime. And I want to keep building it forever. So, and the brand I called it was tbeatsmusic.com. And that's really simple. I just came up with the name real quick. It's not a big deal. And another thing is we're going to talk about another podcast is don't worry about your name, because it's not the name that makes you, it's the work that makes you. The work makes you. You can be named little whatever the fuck you want to name yourself. Little fucking rapper, don't matter what your name is. But if you have the work and you have the ethic and the skills and the people skills and everything around you, everything will fall right into place. Name, all that will fall right into place. So thank you for watching, guys. This has been episode 2 of our podcast, The Producer Table. We're gonna have so many awesome features, so many guests, and we're gonna put this in like a video content, like a where you can see us talking about like everything. So just for now, this is how it is. But thank you for watching, or thank you for listening. I did that in the last podcast, guys. But yeah, please start a personal brand today. Get your logo going. Get a business. Get a website going. Start putting your go on YouTube and learn how to build up a website with WordPress, and then start posting on your beats, for free or for sale. Learn everything and go check it out. It's actually doable. So go check it out. It's so doable, and you can start making money with your beats. You can start turning your nothing into something, you know what I mean? And I am in the process of doing that. So thank you for listening. Peace.